So obviously I know all of us are very excited about Grand Theft Auto 6, and we cannot wait for May 26, 2026 to actually get here. But what if I told you that's not going to be Rockstar's next game that they release? It might be coming later this year, and it could be an all-time fan favorite. We'll be talking about all that in this video today and a whole lot more. And it's a title that Rockstar Games fans and GTA fans have been requesting for years now, and that is Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered, or whatever Rockstar is going to call it. They might call it the Definitive Edition, they might call it a remake, they might call it, Liberty City 2.0. We don't know what they're going to call it, but it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered. And this has seemingly been confirmed by one of the biggest Rockstar Games insiders. And I want to dive into the entire conversation and where it was explained all in this video today. So that insider is TezFunds2, who was talking on the GTA forum site on a thread about Grand Theft Auto 6. But there was some discussion about what Rockstar was going to do in the interim, because essentially it's over a year from now, and Rockstar might need to put something out as far as a new game. And someone said, yeah, Rockstar will need to announce Max Payne remasters. My bet is later this year. I mean, they are announced, but a trailer, because as we know, they are handling marketing stuff according to Remedy. And he said they don't have to market them months away. They may end up doing it a month away from release at best. And really quickly, going back to that other point he made about how Rockstar is going to handle the marketing for that was like a clip that went kind of viral a couple of weeks ago. How some guys over at Remedy Entertainment actually said that, basically Rockstar is responsible for marketing this game in terms of trailers, etc. Take a listen to this right here.
Will we have a first trailer or teaser for Max Payne 1 and 2 remake this year?
Max Payne remake will be published by Rockstar Games, and all the communications, marketing is in their hands, and we are not commenting on that.
Now, this ended up generating some more conversation, as someone said a month before release, nah, that sounds way too short for a Rockstar published game. I mean, this will be an entire new Max Payne game, if you will. 1 and 2 is a single experience and a remake. This is going to be marketed a lot by Rockstar when the time comes. And TezFunds2 said, better to market it when it's done or nearly done than in the middle of development. I could see 3 or 2 months of marketing if it's done by the first half of 2026, as the analyst Remedy sites assume, and Rockstar holds off releasing until the second half. I promise we're going to get to the Grand Theft Auto 4 stuff here, but this is what developed and ultimately led to the entire conversation. That same individual said, yeah, but why only market it a month or two before release? And TezFunds2 said more profits, less marketing costs for executives and investors, or a shadow drop like the Oblivion Remastered, which worked very well and is also an example for investors that they don't have to fund a year or half a year marketing campaign. Unless your game is Grand Theft Auto 6, they'll throw their wallets at you. And so essentially what he's talking about here is how we might be seeing shorter marketing campaigns for games. In fact, we're already kind of starting to see that with Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously with Rockstar's latest second trailer and all the information that they dropped. That sort of helps us out a ton as far as satisfying our need to get some GTA 6 content. It'll be interesting to see how long they go before they tell us any more information or update their website. But you get the idea there, is that games are trending towards having less marketing cycles. We saw that with Oblivion Remastered. We've seen that with other titles recently, like Mafia: The Old Country, which really just had its game revealed and is going to be coming out in a few months. So that's sort of the new trend. Now, the conversation continued because Jason said they'll probably release 2027, if I had to guess. We'll actually talk about that in a little bit because that's important. I don't think they'll be out next year. And TezFunds2 said if they do and wait for a Max Payne 3 port, that's a definitive edition right there, which would be very convenient for Rockstar. And here's where we get into Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered. As someone ended up saying, have you by chance heard anything about a potential GTA 4 Remaster port for modern gen consoles? And he said someone at Rockstar hinted at the GTA 4 port, and by now it should have gone up a year in development. We may end up seeing it drop later this year, and it's one more reason, in addition to existing reasons, the Liberty City Preservation Project mod was taken down. If they still follow their plan laid out from the pandemic days, they'll do a Max Payne 3 port after Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered, so that is an opportunity to do a bundle or a definitive edition. Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes, and a Max Payne 3 port. So holy smokes, that is massive news. It seems that according to things currently going on at Rockstar, a Grand Theft Auto 4 remake and remaster is in the works and could be releasing later on this year. Now, this is something we have heard for quite some time. In fact, before the pandemic happened, Rockstar did have a plan to remake and remaster Grand Theft Auto 4 as well as Max Payne 3. Now, obviously, that threw things into a whirl for a little bit as the whole world seemingly got tipped upside down. And then, of course, we know what happened with the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition, how they ended up utilizing Grove Street Games. That didn't go all that well. That probably put things on halt for a little bit as far as remakes and remasters. But we've also seen the success of other games that they've decided to remaster, like, of course, Red Dead Redemption for PC and having it on the Nintendo Switch. So it seems like things are back, and now Rockstar is going to remake and remaster Grand Theft Auto 4 for the modern consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as PC. And the best news of the entire bunch is this could be coming out in just a few short months or by the end of the year. And it actually makes perfect sense for several reasons. And number one, it seems like Rockstar might be under pressure from Take-Two Interactive to put out a, quote, new release every single year, whether that be a remake or a remaster, or whether it is a new title. We've really seen that since 2021, whether it be Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online remade and remastered for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S and PC, whether it's the Trilogy Definitive Edition, whether it's Red Dead Redemption on PC. So you guys get the idea there that Rockstar is coming out with a new game that you can buy every single year. And so this Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered would work perfect for 2025, with, of course, GTA 6 now coming out on May 26, 2026. It also makes sense because as things currently stand right now, Grand Theft Auto 4 is not very accessible. The only way you can play it is if you have an Xbox, which it's available via backwards compatibility. It's not available to play on a modern-day PlayStation console, and on PC, Rockstar has had so many issues with the current version of Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC. It just has never worked properly. It's so frustrating because that would be probably the best way to graphically experience that game, but many fans simply have just not been able to. It just does not work all that well on the PC. And the third reason why this might work so well is it seems like it has a lot of different tie-ins with Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6 and Liberty City were actually mentioned more than I thought. So remember on Lucia's bio, they actually said this: more than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mom has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City. But instead of half-baked fantasies, Lucia is prepared to take matters into her own hands. So Lucia is from Liberty City. Her parents are from there, so that's obviously a big part of her upbringing and her backstory. Rockstar wouldn't have mentioned it if it wasn't important. And in the trailer, we see a ton of mentions of Liberty City. There's Liberty City license plates all over the place. Now, this might just be Rockstar making things feel more realistic or having different types of license plates, even albeit from out of state, featured in Leonida. But it seems like it could play an important part of the story, whether it's a flashback, whether we actually go there, whether it's just a part, again, of her background and upbringing. Liberty City is going to be a big part of the game. And this would be the perfect opportunity for Rockstar because they know a lot of their new or even younger fans may not have ever experienced Grand Theft Auto 4 when it came out. I mean, if you think about it, Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in April 2008. That means that some people, and I'm going to go technically here, let's say that you were born at the beginning of May 2008. Grand Theft Auto 6 could be the first GTA game that you're like allowed to play. Because if you're born in 2008, by the time 2026 rolls around, you will be 18 years old, therefore able to buy and purchase technically Grand Theft Auto 6. So it might be the first game you're experiencing and you might have never experienced Liberty City before. It's honestly one of the best Grand Theft Autos that Rockstar made. Yes, the story is a little bit darker and things are a little bit more grim, but it's still an amazing story and the world of Liberty City is incredible. So once again, all the signs seem to be adding up here that we could be getting a Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster later this year. It lines up perfectly with Rockstar's schedule of having to release a new title every year. Just before Grand Theft Auto 6 gets out, sort of bringing more fans into the series, and GTA 6 will naturally provide some hype for this game and get more eyeballs on it as well. It makes sense with the fan projects and mods that have been taken down over the last couple of months, and it also gives Rockstar the opportunity to do something that they probably wanted to do with Grand Theft Auto 4, treating it right, but just never had the time or the opportunity to do so in the past. Again, I would love to see improvements like 60 FPS and more enhanced graphical settings on PC. This just gets me very, very excited. But I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Do you think we could see Grand Theft Auto 4 remade or remastered this year before Grand Theft Auto 6 arrives in spring next year? I think that would just be the coolest 1-2 combo of all time. But again, let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.